We are back with another episode, and as always, the empowered women and woman and the empowered person. Self-empowerment, it means that you have an inner child that is not in any way, shape, or form interrupted. My 0-1-year-old attached panicky and my 3 to 7 shame submissive, they're all mine. And then I grew up to be my own 11, 12-year-old and 14, 15, 16 and my freeze. Those are all those child charge parts. I'm the grown-up of me because I was lucky. I got securely attached, thank you, Mom, and I got to maintain my differentiated self. So there's no shame or defectiveness here, which is why I've known healthy self-worth my entire life. Yep. I knew how to be humble already as a kid because I got taught that from God and Jesus and my mom. If you can't say something nice, say nothing. So when you feel it here and you are here, now I know a lot of adaptive children. So when I say and share stuff, I hear their words. And their words are always the Elsa people on Elsa's journey who have not gotten to the end, look themselves in the mirror and say, oh, wait, I'm an ego. Let me work with my emotional plane. Let me be able and sit and know betrayal. So for people who have a window of tolerance, that means they don't know how to handle what comes up, they will find betrayal traumatic. And therefore, they have to heal from it. And that is fair and square. But I'm here to give you the self-empowered woman's voice. Okay, so I'm coming to you with a magic always works. Always, not just sometimes. Always. However, I'm not perfect. No, this and that are true. You might think I'm not magical at all. And in fact, that's why I'm a woo-woo lady, because the mystic stuff, it's really real. It's really beautiful, but we know it's not provable. And unlike 4D, who get really pouty when the scientist people call them woo-woo, I don't get pouty. I understand why people don't believe in mysticism, because they don't experience or perceive it. I love when I get downloads and my oversoul. Yeah, so I can see believing in me and the bigger picture, and that's why we're going to talk about how amazing it is when a divine feminine and divine masculine come together, a true pair. So the true pair moves beyond solo self because they're not egocentric, meaning they know they have an ego. They know they have emotions too. They don't project their insecurities. So they don't do codependent type. They don't do low self-esteem, indirect communication, passive aggressive. Oh, they know their worth. They know their worth. And they know, well, I'm not going to waste time with people that don't know my worth, but I'm going to use my mind and self-reflect. Let me make sure to watch my words. And if I did in any way, shape, or form offend some ego-sensitive human being, they're part of me. I'm a part of them. Let me remember that we come from the same cloth of energy. And that's why the lovely sciences people talk about the hard problem of consciousness, or existential psychologists, the human dilemma is how they define our secondary consciousness. I find it a condition, not a dilemma, because, again, when your divine feminine and your own divine masculine are friends, well, we don't need to reclaim our power. We never lost it. My inner child is having fun, always taking the lead and turning knowledge into wisdom, because the wisdom, knowledge, body, mind. Okay. And when you don't, again, lose the restorative embodiment of yourself, that is because of maintaining, hold on and we'll get to our topic, a coherent state, my heart and mind talk, with consciousness, flexible, adaptive, coherent, energized, and stable brain. Thank you, Daniel Siegel, for the acronyms, because I have an integrated brain. So my left and right, they work together, and default mode network is downregulated. Chit chatter, emotions come up. I have a window welcome. This is why I do stand empowered. I will fully show up and completely like Pacha does in Emperor's New Groove in Cusco. I will know how to discern what you're doing as you begin to walk a crooked line because of attachment wounds, trauma history, and you lie, basically. I will show what authority means. Authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, the frequency, directed and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. Because I do not have the illusion of me not being exactly everything that I need to be. So when you have healthy self-worth, I'm not projecting. I don't have the low self-esteem that others who are teenagers that I did meet did. So why would a self-empowered human being, woman here, not have to heal from betrayal trauma, because the minute you betray me is the minute that I know that you don't have courage, which is translated to you don't have your inner child in the forefront. So you are not a whole 3-year-old heart. You are, in fact, not a person who knows what it means to have healthy self-worth or to love yourself first. I do know how to love myself first. This is what a self-empowered woman knows. So my divine feminine nature consistently remains a nurturer. My divine masculine nature continues to allow me to chit-chatter in a way that I see the whole, though, because I don't have impaired bilateral integration. Whenever emotions come up, I'm not overwhelmed by them, even when I'm having a panic attack. When I began, not hard. When you talk to people who think in a way that doesn't allow you to be yourself, which I'm going to leave to the side, but a mature, emotionally speaking, aware person will always be able to pick up on. It's called clairsentience and claircognizance, and these are not special gifts. It's that my prefrontal cortex is online because I'm in a physiological state of compassion. The reason yoga supports people to get out of addictions, to get out of rumination, is because it works your embodied brain. The 3 main pillars of the mind: focus, attention, awareness, and kind intention. When you're breathing rhythmically, you're activating your higher social engagement system. So you can grab the sciences between Bessel van der Kolk, Daniel Siegel, Stephen Porges, Peter Levine, Janina Fisher. You can grab these couple people, just those, but there's more. Bring in whatever, you hear from Sadhguru spirituality stuff, and you'll see they both talk about a restorative embodiment of a person. So this is straightforward. This is why, again, a self-empowered woman, even as a teenager, when people betrayed me, yes, I totally knew it was not because of me, because I got taught as a child with a twin, it's not because of you. And, again, I was held, and to this day I'm held with equanimity and explanation, but I also hold the same. So authority is when you don't project your trauma. And to have the ability to know that you're projecting, well, that would require the adaptive child to be self-aware, but they're not self-aware or self-reflective, because as Stephen Porges points out, by the time a person's already in their yellow-red, they don't really know what they're doing. So when a person lies, what I know today as a 44-year-old woman who's attachment trauma informed, in addition to the mystic aspect, which is beautiful, but from an energetic perspective, and so is the Enlightenment Soul Age group. The educators empowered me. They empowered my divine masculine, as I also am empowered thanks to having a healthy self-worth divine masculine around me. So that helps my divine feminine brain to see my herd, which are human beings who do not know that Elsa's journey is one you can get off of by going to good therapy and getting EMDR, child parts work, and somatics. And once you become the 3-year-old version of you whole, you get kindness and compassion, because integration of the brain is that. So it's when you can expand your window of tolerance. So people who still find it tragic that they had to go through panic attacks, or that they had betrayal happen, that they're counting the number of scars that they have not yet expanded that window of tolerance. They say, I don't want to do personal development, or life is so hard. And so empowered women, no, emotions are not hard, because I have a window of welcome to them, though, so I can explain it to you. Why I'm not envious, jealous, spiteful, or why I'm not using my time to think of healing from betrayal. I already know it's not because of me, and I know that if you betrayed me, you're the coward, not the other way around. And FYI, with compassion, I'm so sorry. You need a good trauma therapist. Anyone who's projecting any type of what is mean girl's attitude. So when I see experts using sentences, and when I look at them too, and I don't appreciate them, with their way of organizing sentences as if we have groups. Here's the group. There's self-empowered people, and then there's low self-esteem people. So as an empowered woman, I love seeing empowered men. And when you meet empowered men and women together, they are not doing the little gender stereotype chit-chat. No. They're also not doing the whole, oh my gosh, betrayal. Oh no, polyamory, you're all whores. No, we're none of that. We're going to have another episode. But empowered people, they're overflowing with humanity. Thank you, Sadhguru. That's why the divinity descended. Yes, it's called integration of the brain. Oh, I love sciences. And it's called consciousness, which is why when the lovely physicist and any sciences person are looking into the relational field, they make it really fun, because they're like, wow, we can all access it. Yes, we can. And that's why, again, trauma, something that we take seriously. We heal it by being whole 3-year-old hearts and giving people healthy self-worth partners to have fun with and learn from. Tune in for more.